So now before we cut, we need to do some calculations. So let me quickly explain it to you so you understand when I'm cutting. So this is the measurement I will need. The blouse length for the front is 18 inches, half length, but the back is 16. You know the back is usually shorter than the front. If you measure your clients, the back is usually shorter because there's no bust at the back. So our waist is 36, our bust is 40. But what the calculation I want us to do now is our bust. If you want your bustier to stay very well, you are not going to divide your bust by 40. No, you will be getting it wrong. Now, since there's no bust at the back, there's a calculation for it. So now I want to calculate it. I'll calculate front bust different from back bust. Do you understand? So our bust now is 40. Now let's calculate our front bust. Our front bust is that's our bust measurement 40. You divide it by 2. It will give me 20. Now you are going to add 0.5. This is constant. You're going to add 0.5. So it will now give me 20.5. Since I'm going to be cutting it on fold, so I'll just divide that 20.5 by 2. So it will give me 10.5. So that means my front bust will be 10.5. Now let's do for the back. Our back bust is 40. We'll divide it by 2. It will give me 20. So in this instance for the back, since there is no bust at the back, we'll now minus 0.5 from it. So it will give me 19.5. That 19.5, I'll divide it by 2. It will give me 9.75. So whatever it is, whatever amount you are using for your bust, just make sure you do this calculation like this. Add 0.5 to your front bust, remove 0.5 to your back bust. By the time you calculate everything, to give you your normal bust. So in this instance, our front bust is 10.25, our back bust is 9.75. So our bustier will sit very well. Now let's do calculation for the peplum. So we are not going to waste fabric. My waist for the peplum, the waist of the client is 36. I added 2 inches for zipper allowance, so that's 38. So I now divided 38 by 6.28, which is constant for peplum. Even if it's skirt, your waist divided by 6.28, I got 6.1. Do you understand? 38 divided by 6.28, I got 6.1. Then the length of my peplum is 10 inches. I added 1 inch for allowance, for sewing allowance for the down part and the upper part, so it's 11. So 6.1 plus the 11, it will give me 16. It will give me 17.1, sorry, 17.1. So when I'm folding my peplum, I fold it by 17.1 in 4 places. I hope you understand. So now it's time for us to now cut. If you don't understand, please rewatch it, especially this bust calculation. If you can get it, your bustier will be looking good. Now, another thing you need to measure is your chest measurement. So I'm going to measure it now. My chest, I'm going to calculate it rather. My chest measurement is my bust divided by 6 plus 1. In this instance, my bust is 40 divided by 6, gave me 6.6. So you are going to add 1 inches, that's 7.7. Do you understand? My bust is 40 divided by 6, gave me 6.66. So I 6.7. I added 1 inch, it will be 7.7. But you know our shoulder, there will be shoulder slope because our shoulder is not straight. So you're going to add another 1 inch. So it will now give me 8.7. So if you want to do it straight, just say your chest is your bust divided by 6 plus 2. That means you've accounted for 1 inch for your shoulder slope. So these are all the measurements we need. Now let's draft. So in order for us to create it, now the first thing you're going to do, create a border line 1 inch. Just create a starting point of 1 inch. So this is 1 inch. This is our starting line. Then from there, our nipple point is 10.5 inch. Our under bust is 14. Then our full length is 18 inches for the front. So measurement. And of course, my full length for the front is 18 inches. Do you understand? So now let's create a box with, so you're going to create a box with your front bust, which is 10.25. So you're just going to create 10.25. Create a box 10.25. So this is our box with our front bust measurement 10.25. Do you understand that measurement? The next one to do, we are going to place our chest measurement. We've calculated it earlier, is 8.7. So I'm just going to place it here and connect it. Can you see it? So 8.7. So now I'm going to place my shoulder measurement. Shoulder is 16 divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I'll place it up and place it on the chest line. Let me mark it so you will know. This is our chest line. So I'm going to place 8 inches again here and mark it. Can you see it? So now that I've placed it, the next thing I want to do now is to now create my shoulder slope. From the middle, you come in by 2.5 inches. This is universal. Then of course for the front, our shoulder slope is 1 inch. Come down by 1 inch and you connect it. Do you understand? So now I want to create a curve. So you are going to mark the whole of this, or you can use this place 8.7, right? You divide it by 2. Just fold your tape rule like this. You get it? Now this is it. So you place it from this place so you can get the midpoint. You mark it. This is the midpoint here. Then you come in for the front. You come in by 0.75 so that you can avoid gaping. When you are done, your clothes will not be gaping. So this is 0.75. So I'm going to connect it to this place, then of course to this place, because this whole part is our front bust. So I'm going to connect it like this now. It's very easy. If you follow this pattern, your bustier will come out fine and it will not be gaping. You connect it to this point. Can you see it? Just blend it to avoid it being sharp. Now that we are done with this front part, let's go to the middle part, this part. Now you're going to impute your nipple to nipple. Nipple to nipple is 8 inches divided by 2 is 4 inches. Since it's part, I'm not adding any our allowance on the cloth. So you place the 4 inches and you connect it. This is it. So for bust 40, I'm going to remove 2.5 so that it will curve very well. But the first thing I want to do on this breast point now, you come down by 0.75 so your breast can fit very well. And from this breast point, also go up by 0.5. So any of your darts, they are stopping here to not get to the point breast point so that it will not be pointing. Come down by 0.75, come up by 0.5. Now on the waist, go out by 1.5 inches for bust 40 and above. If it's about 38, you can use 1 inch here, 1 inch here. So this is 1 inch. So 1 inch here, 1.5. Also places here too. 1.5 here and 1 inch here. So you connect it. I'm going to add bra cup to this. Can you see it? So now you curve it in. You curve it in. This. Now that you are done with this, now let's remove our bust dart. On this bust point line, you come down by 2 inches. You know I told you earlier that the front length, half length is 18, the back half length is 16. So I want to remove 2 inches. If the difference between your front and the back is 1 inch, that means your bust dart will be 1 inch. So the bust dart depends on the distance, the difference between your front half length and your back half length. In this instance, my front half length and my back half length, the difference is 2 inches. That means my front half length is longer than my back half length by 2 inches. So from the bust point, I came down by 2 inches and I'll connect it to this bust point here. Just connect it. So you can mark this place. This is off one. This, so remove the bust that. Do you understand? It's 2 inches. So we are done. We have taken waist that and bust that. Now let's take out the yoke now. Depends on how long you want your yoke. But if your yoke is deeper than 7 inches, there's a possibility that it will show your breast. Do you understand? So now I'm going to make the yoke 6.5 inches first. So for me, I'm going to measure 6.5 inches and mark a straight line. Then I'm going to extend this my nipple to nipple point, the measurement. I'm going to extend it up. I want the middle of my yoke to be deep like sweetheart. So I'm going to come down by half an inch. If you come down too deeply, it will be hard for you to fix it when you're fixing it. So half an inch is okay. Please don't come down by 1 inch, it will give you problem. So you just curve it in. And just you can use your ruler, but just curve it in like this. Can you see it? So this is our new yoke. We're not using this place again, so we're using this place now. In order for us to tighten this place so that they will not be gaping here too, we are going to remove half inch on both sides, half inch here, half inch here. Connect it to this point, to that 0.5 inch we took out on top of the breast point. Don't connect to the breast point, if not it will be pointing and it will be ugly. So connect it here. So you can just use your curved drill or your hand, anyone, just connect it. You have connected, you're almost done. Our pattern is taking shape now. So now I want to fix in our measurements, then we'll replace all the dots we took out. Do you understand? So now the first thing we are going to do on the waist measurement, our waist is 9 inches. Our waist is 36 divided by 4, 9 inches. So you impute it, 9 inches. The dart we are taking out is 2.5, so you impute it. If you like, you can put the allowance now, but me, I like putting the allowance when I'm cutting the fabric. So this is, so I just, now on this part, the first thing you are going to do, you are going to create a triangle on this side, that this bust that come out by 1 inch, at least 1 inch, at most 1 inch. Connect it from this place, connect it to this place, and connect it to this middle. You understand why now? Just connect it, it will form a triangle. Can you see it? Make sure you mark it. You will understand why. If you don't mark it like that, when you are cutting, your fabric will be short. Do you understand? Just mark it, then leave it like that. On your under bust, the under bust is 8.5. You impute your under bust 8.5. The dart is 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. You mark it. Can you see it? 2.5 inches. Now on this place now, you know this is our normal bust measurement. Did you remember? This is our normal bust measurement, 10.25. However, this dart is already taking, let's measure it. It's already taking 0.5 inch. So you replace the dart on this line, this chest line. Extend the line out and replace the dart here, 0.5. So you replace it. This yoke too, you are taking 1 inch, 0.5 here, 0.5 in 1 inch. So from here, replace it, 1 inch. You are going to replace it. So you now connect it to this line. So this will be your new armhole. So the principle is whatever you remove, replace it. So this is it. So you are going to connect this line now, connect it to this place. Don't connect this one to this place yet until you close this board. So let's close it. For you to close any dart, you have to open one. So we want to close the bust dart now. We have to open the waist dart. That's what I'm planning to do now. I hope you understand. So you're just going to open this one first. You might not necessarily take out the dart. I just want to open it so that I can close. So now that I've opened it, so you cut it like this. Remember, this line is not part of it, so you can just cut it like this. You still redo it just for you to close out this dart. Now that you've opened it almost to the edge of your nipple point, it will be easy for you to close. So you just close up the dart. Do you understand what I'm saying now? If I did not do it like that, assuming I cut it straight, I would have affected this. So you close it like this. Then you now take your roller and connect this point now. Connect it to this place. Before then, you take your tape. You can close up the dart like this. So it will stay. You see how beautiful it is. So now you can now take your roller and connect this point to this place now. You will know, since I did zigzag here, I know that this is a wrong measurement. Do you understand? So you just blend it now. If you don't do it like that, your pattern will be short. By the time you are done, you'll not be wondering if you made a mistake. So this is how it will not be. Do you understand? So now you can now cut out the remaining one now. You just you understand. So this is how it is now. So we can now open up our bustier pattern. So you can now cut out the dart. Can you see it? So this is the middle and this is the side. So you set it aside. Now let's focus on the front. Remember when we were cutting it, we did not place our shoulder, our neck. So now I want my shoulder to be 3.5 inches wide and 3.5 inches deep. Curve it in like this with my hand. Don't mind me, I'm used to using hand to curve things in. So you just curve it in. So now I cannot cut it out. So by the time we hold this place, everything will be equal. Do you understand? So this is how it looks. So your bustier will be sitting well if you use this pattern. However, since we are doing baskets, what I'm going to do, I'm going to place this on a piece of paper and I'll place the paper on fold. So I've placed it on the paper. The paper is on fold for this front part. So I can get where I will do my basket. So I'm just going to place something on it so it will not shift. So I'm going to add 1/2 inch at the down part, then 1/2 inch on the shoulder part. So this is it. And you see, so I've added 1/2 inch, then 1/2 inch up. So this is what we are going to use to do the basket yoke. So our front pattern now is ready. Let's cut the back. So the first thing you want to do, you are going to create an allowance of 3 inches. So just mark 3 inches down. So I'm trying to create it now, 3 inches. So just fold it in. Do you understand? So now fold it in very well to avoid confusion. You don't need to, but in order to avoid so many lines and so you not get confused, I try to fold it in. So of course you now create your border line with 1 inch. Can you see it? So now the next thing you want to do, you want to create a box with your back bust, which is 9.75. So I'm just going to create a box now, 9.75 with my back bust. So I've created it. So I'm going to draw my full length for the back is 16 inches. Remember, it's shorter than the front, 16 inches. 16 inches. So this will act as our waist. Now the next thing you want to do, you want to measure your underbust. In order to get your underbust, you want the front underbust and the back underbust to be equal. That 2 inches, the difference between the front and the back, start your measurement from that 2 inches. So look at where I kept my tape. So I'll measure it. My underbust length is 14 inches. Bust. Now it's time for us to put our chest measurement, 8.7. So you just impute it, 8.7. You don't have to roll it across, just extend it small. So did you see it? Now I'm going to impute my shoulder. My shoulder divided by 4 is 8 inches. Roll it. Can you see it? So now you mark your 2.5 inch. Come in by 2.5 inch from the midpoint. For the back, the shoulder slope is 0.75 because our back is higher than our front. Just connect it. See it. So of course you measure the full length from this point to this place, 8.7. Divide it by 2. 8.7 divided by 2. You come in by half inch. You come in by half inch and connect it to this point, then connect it to this edge here. So now on your waist, now let's take in our dart. On your waist, you measure your nipple to nipple divided by 4, divided by 2, which is 4 inches. 4 inches. Take it to your shoulder point to nipple divided by 4. Let me extend this line a bit. So you are going to connect it. On this your chest line, come down by 0.5 inch. On your waistline, go in by half an inch here, half an inch here. This is for the back. Then connect it to this line. Now we've gotten our dart. Do you understand? To measure our neckline, the neck width is 4 inches. I'm using 4 inches. Then for the depth, 2.5 inch. Just connect it. Now that you are done with this, you can now open this place. You want to eliminate the zipper bulge. You can now open this allowance here. Now on your waist measurement, go in by 1 inch. Then connect this line, connect it to this point here. So now any measurement we are starting from this line, it means this line is now useless. Do you understand? This line is now useless. So now I want to now create our zipper allowance is 1.5 inches. So this means that our zipper allowance will be slanted because our spine is not straight. So 1.5. Connect it out. So this is our line. So this is our zipper allowance. So now let's impute our measurements now. Our waist. You can just extend these lines a bit. Might not need it. So our waist is 9 inches. Waist divided by 4 is 9 inches. Please, I'm starting from here. 9 inches. Then you place the 1 inch you took out for that. So this is it. Your under bust 8.5. Start from here. Measure the distance of the dart here, 0.5 inch. Replace it. This is it here. Then on this place, on this line, if you notice, you measure the distance between here is half inch. Replace it here, half inch. That is all. So you connect this line to this point, and you are done. Can you see it? So we are done. So I'll just blend it in now, so I can cut it out. We are done with this pattern. Do you understand? So let's cut it out now. So in order to cross check if what you did is correct, I want to show you something. Front will be longer than the back. You'll be wondering that won't it be shorter? How will it now meet when you are sewing it? If you did it well, bring the side pattern of the front. You can see that they are equal. Can you see? They are not equal, that maybe the front is longer than the back. That means you did something wrong. This is the side front with the side back. You see that they are equal like this. So we are done. So this is our back pattern, and this is our front part. This is our yoke, our full yoke. This is our middle. So now let's cut for the flare. I folded it into 4 now. Can you see it? 17.1 the length, because that's what we are going to use. Do you understand? So now I'm going to measure 6.1 for our peplum. I want to get it. So I'm going to measure 6.1 round. Let me do 6.25 round. So from this now we are going to measure 11 inches. So this is exactly 11. Can you understand? So this way you can see that I didn't waste fabric with that calculation we did earlier. If you don't understand, please go back to when we did that calculation. So now, to be safe, measure this round. My round waist measurement is 9 plus 1 inches for zipper. So this is 10.5. So this way easily go round my waist. So you cut it out now to be. And we are done. So you keep your peplum aside now. So now I'm just going to add 2.5 inches. You can add any allowance you want. Me, I want to add 2.5. Supposed to be 2, but in case, so just add it. This is in case the customer adds to it. But the ideal thing, you can use 2 inches because the customer is not here. So if she adds to it, you can easily hold it out. That's why I'm making it 2.5. So I cannot cut it out. I'll cut it, I'll add half inch to the down part. So I'll also cut lining for this part. So I'm going to cut lining too, exactly like this. 2.5 inch. Also add 2.5 inch. The under bust you add 2.5 inch. Just connect it. You add half inch here, you have add inch. Then you add half inch on this side. So let's cut it out. So of course you add half inch here. Can you see it? So this is the center front, side front. Then I'll cut out lining on this. Cut out lining on this. Okay, look. I'm going to draw lines of 1 inch. Let me start from here first. So I'm going to make sure that the distance is 1 inch. So I'm going to draw. Can you see it? So you create another distance of 1 inch. Now can you notice that I've already done it? So now you're going to create another distance of 1 inch line, starting from that first line. So you now create it. It will crisscross the former lines you've done. Make sure the distance is 1 inch. Do you understand? So you draw it like that all over the yoke once more, just the way we did for the first part. So now that I'm done with drawing the lines for this yoke, and I've cut out this thing, I'll cut out the lining for the back and the front. The next class we're going to stitch everything together and create our basket yoke. If you like this video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel. Take care.